Imagine stepping out of a tiny southern town and into the bright lights of Hollywood. Stella Stevens did exactly that, and her story is a sparkling lesson in talent, grit, and staying true to yourself. Born on October 1st, 1938, in Yazoo City, Mississippi, Stella started with small-town dreams but a big appetite for performance. As a child, she loved to sing, dance, and act, and that passion carried her from local stages to modeling gigs in Memphis and eventually to the movie studios of Los Angeles. Modeling was her first foot in the door, and it taught her essential skills: how to pose, how to move for the camera, and how to project personality without saying a word, skills that would serve her well once she moved into acting. In the late 1950s, she landed a contract with 20th Century Fox, which opened the door to film roles that let her slowly turn heads. At first, the parts were small, but Stella used every opportunity to learn from directors and co-stars, refining her craft until bigger, more memorable roles came her way. By the early 1960s, she was starring in movies that showed she was more than a pretty face. Films like Girls, 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 and The Nutty Professor revealed her comic timing, her natural warmth, and a screen charisma that made audiences laugh, care, and remember her long after the credits rolled. Working with legends such as Jerry Lewis and Elvis Presley only amplified her visibility, but Stella never rested on name recognition. She chose roles that let her explore range, from lighthearted comedies to sharper dramatic turns, proving she could be playful one moment and deeply affecting the next. What set Stella apart was not only talent, but a willingness to remain curious and to keep pushing boundaries. She didn't accept the narrow types often handed to actresses of the era. Instead, she looked for parts that let her show personality, humor, and heart. Off-screen, Stella was just as creative. She took up photography and painting with real passion, capturing intimate moments of Hollywood life through a lens that many never saw, and showing that she was as much an artist behind the camera as she was in front of it. She also loved sports, tennis and golf among them, and cared deeply about causes like animal rights, giving time and resources to organizations she believed in. Those hobbies and commitments revealed a full life beyond stardom, someone who valued craft, joy, and compassion equally. Stella's career was a masterclass in resilience. She faced the usual Hollywood challenges: typecasting, tough competition, and the ups and downs that come with public life. But she kept reinventing herself, trying new genres and trusting her instincts. That courage to experiment helped her maintain a long and varied career, a rarity in an industry that can be unforgiving, especially to women. Her legacy is not only in the films she made but in the attitude she modeled. Combine hard work with creativity, stay humble, and never stop learning. There are fun and surprising details, too. Stories of how she learned lines late into the night, how she would photograph candid backstage moments, and how she used downtime to practice new skills. Those small anecdotes paint a picture of a woman who is serious about her work, but also deeply human, warm, generous, and oddly down-to-earth despite the glamour. Stella's life also offers lessons anyone can use. First, dream big even if you come from a small place. Second, let persistence be your engine. Success rarely arrives overnight. And third, keep your life broad. Cultivate interests, care for others, and hold on to the things that make you real. Her story reminds us that a successful career is built not only on talent but on curiosity, kindness, and the readiness to keep growing. Even if her name isn't on every modern movie marquee, her contributions to classic cinema, her creative pursuits in photography and art, and her kindness off-screen leave an unmistakable mark. So the next time you watch an old Hollywood movie, look for Stella Stevens. You might catch a moment of effortless charm, a burst of well-timed humor, or a scene that quietly reveals why she was beloved by fans and peers alike. Her journey from Yazoo City to the silver screen shows that with talent, tenacity, and a generous spirit, you can transform small beginnings into a life full of memorable work and meaningful impact. Thanks for watching.